Hey everybody, this is Belit and this is MK11 Online Episode 2. So what I wanted to do was actually kind of continue my initial thoughts with Mortal Kombat 11 from the first video. And I talked about kind of my main gameplay gripe with MK11 being the fatal blow. A lot of the other mechanics in the game I do kind of like. The flawless block is one of those things where just being completely honest, I'm probably never going to use it, just because that kind of stuff I don't really like in a game, because to me it's too risky. It is kind of an execution thing where I can, if I'm able to use this, then I can also just regularly block whatever it is that I might be using it on. And if I regularly block, then I know that I'm going to be safe. If I attempt a flawless block, then sometimes I can get some really good advantages from it, but other times, if I mess up, I just get hit by something I didn't have to get hit by. So for me, it's one of those things I would honestly never really look to use because it's too risky in my opinion. It's a needless risk that I cannot be assured that I'm going to be able to reliably deal with, or make the most of. So for me, it's one of those things I will probably never use. I will never even attempt to use because just doesn't, to me, does not feel like something worth risking for me personally. But I do think that the idea of it is really cool. I wish that it wasn't balanced in a sense. Like I wish it wasn't looked at as a fundamental part of the game's balance, because again, it's something I'm not going to use, so it's something that's going to essentially be used against me because I'm not using it, and I don't like that. But moving on, wake ups. The way that wake ups work, I do kind of enjoy this, having the kind of big bet wake up and the hedge my bets wake up. I think is a cool dynamic. However, I have not really seen the big bet option used very often at all. As a matter of fact, I would say if you showed me the animation for every character's up to wake up, I probably wouldn't be able to identify it being the up to wake up. Like if you just show me that button alone, just the animation, no flash or anything like that, and just said, is this a normal button, a special move, or an up 2, up 3, I wouldn't be able to tell you, just because I've never seen them. So it's incredibly rare to actually see that kind of stuff so far. Most of the time you just see the up 3, and that's pretty much all you really genuinely worry about is the up 3 wake up. But I like the way that they work. I think it's totally fine. As a matter of fact, I think it's actually rather enjoyable a lot of the times to kind of bait that and look for things like the roll and then go into the meaty game and all that kind of stuff. I do kind of like that. I think it works pretty well. Moving on from the wake ups, meter. The way meter works in this game, I will be very, very honest with you. At first, I hated the idea of meter functioning this way. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was a stupid freaking idea, and I was pretty wrong. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Would I prefer to go to kind of the old way of managing meter? Yeah. But I do like what this style of meter management brings. If I could edit anything, I would probably change a little bit of the timing of how fast things came back. But the concept itself, the way that it works, I'm okay with. I think it's rather good. And what it does for the game, I think, is actually overall really beneficial. It allows them to really keep their finger on the pulse of all the different mechanics of the game too, and really be able to edit them on a kind of a micro level if something were to happen. If we needed something to be changed, they'd be able to take a scalpel to a lot of things instead of a sledgehammer. And I think that that's also very beneficial just from a design aspect, not just the gameplay aspect. But yeah, as far as meter goes, I am surprised to admit, you know, I was probably wrong on this one. So yeah, totally happy with how meter goes. Last thing that I wanted to talk about was some of the customization. Now, the customization is probably going to be a topic I'm going to have to develop a whole entire video for, but I wanted to touch on it. Just my initial impressions with the customization. It sucks. It just sucks. So many of the skins are the same thing, just recolors. A lot of them just aren't cool. It sucks. It just freaking sucks. It's a grind unnecessarily for things that suck. I'm going to call them accessories for the characters, for the most part, suck. You might have a character that has one really cool accessory slot. Something that comes to mind, Noob Saibot has really cool masks. That's really cool. But you look at a lot of other characters, you look at freaking Jackie, and you have to customize each individual hand for her gauntlets. That's 2 of her customizations. Really? And then she has that little grenade thing that you customize. Really? That's it? That's what you're going to be doing? That sucks. That sucks. It freaking sucks. So I don't know what in the world they were doing with the customization. A lot of look, there's a lot of work that was put into the customization. I respect that. I understand that. But most of it's a waste of time. Just being blunt and honest about it. Most of it's a waste of time. You know what? I'm going to talk more about this in a future video. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment on any opinions that you might have, especially about the customization, and I will make sure I take a look at it. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you would support the video, you can do that by leaving a like, leaving a comment, sharing it with someone that you think might enjoy it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.